air, water, earth, fire. Across eras and generations, they have been the instruments of positive and negative, peace and chaos. No obstacle can be overcome without a journey to discover one's self. And only a fool travels alone.
Each of you has been found by a character that goes by the name of Wong.
Wongers!
What, like the first Avatar?
That's Wan. W-A-N.
Oh, Wan.
This is Wong.
Okay. Wong.
Wong.
Okay, got it.
Sorry, I'm just picking up.
Like the Sorcerer Supreme.
Right. Crunchwrap
Exactly.
Supreme.
The lover of Sopranos.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yep. Forgot that.
Each of you has a different drive. Slate has essentially been outcast from her hometown, has been living in the wilderness all of these years, and is now looking for a new purpose in life. Tunzo has discovered that the only way to reach the top, to make it somewhere in this world, is to seize every opportunity and, in many cases, have to lie, cheat, and steal. Otherwise, nice guys finish last, shall we say. And then, is it Unda, sorry?
Onda.
Onda. Remind me of your motivation again.
I'm
helping out your...
trying to find a way to help my people.
Gotcha. Okay. Wong explains to each of you he is an older man, a kind-looking man, very much in the vein of Iroh, if you kind of got that kind of character in your head. He approaches each of you. Slate, he discovers you in Goling. You've been going around town asking if people need any help in building and expanding, repairs and things like that. You've expressed to people that you are a talented builder and that you can assist them, and he's overheard these pleas. And he comes up to you in Goling and he says, "So I hear from these conversations that you're quite the earthbender." And then you reply,
And I look at him very suspiciously because I've been isolated and I don't really trust anybody. And I'm like, I offer my services. I've never been asked to provide them before. What can I do for you?
"What if I told you that you could help my friends and I in a mission that could, in one fell swoop, not only net you a comfortable life for the rest of your life, but also the self-worth that you so greatly desire?"
I don't know your friends, and what makes you think that I don't feel like I already have self-worth?
because you are going around town desperately looking to provide your services
I'm not
to
desperate.
people.
I'm not desperate. You made that judgment all by yourself. I say very impatiently.
I'm still giggling because of Tom going like this.
I promise you, Slate, no matter how you may feel, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity and could change the course of not only your life but the lives of everyone in the Four Nations.
I guess that I will come along then.
So Slate joins Wong. Wong has also at some point found Tunzo in one of the many cities in the Fire Nation, and actually catches him trying to steal from Wong's pockets. But Wong is an extremely talented earthbender and could feel the vibrations of you approaching before you even made it to him. But he did sense you later than he senses most pickpockets. And he turns around and he says to you, "You snuck up on me quite well. Not well enough, but well enough for me to realize that you might have some natural talent. Are you?
I do. I'm quick. I'm quick on my feet.
Are you looking
Quick learner.
Are you looking for any work?
Always looking for work. Always.
What if I told you that you could join a mission to not only provide yourself with enough wealth to live a comfortable life for the rest of your life, but could join a mission to potentially reshape the Four Nations?
Are there rules? I don't really like rules.
We have a mission for you, and you need to succeed in that mission, but the way in which you tackle it is going to be very much up to you and the other recruits.
I mean, Four Nations, it's great. What's in it for Toon?
Enough riches to live comfortably for the rest of your life. More
I got a lot of things. Okay, all right. Now, why would I trust you?
Do you have anything better going on?
Honestly, no.
Okay. So
do you have any reason for getting up in the morning? No.
I promise you, this mission, when you learn of it, will make you feel like you have something worth getting up in the morning
Mr.
for.
Wong, I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
So with Slate and Tunzo under his belt, waiting at a camp in the southeastern part of the Earth Kingdom, Wong travels to, after hearing through rumors he's well connected, and has heard of the potential secret nation, a secret land in which some talented waterbenders even might reside, and travels to Onda's relatively secret
This is all
home.
very secret. This kid is all very secret.
And he comes to the locals in the one of the villages and asks, "There's an important mission. We did a bender of immense skill, and they can bring back prosperity and wealth for the entire peoples, to make sure that all of their troubles are gone for the rest of their lives." And everyone in town is like, "Oh, you have to speak to Onda. He's a prodigy. He knows 3 mastered techniques. So Wong approaches Onda, who is, per usual, just practicing, training, being a prodigy. And he approaches Onda and he says, "Are you Onda?"
Who's asking?
Oh my god, you're gonna do a voice?
I didn't do a voice. I just said,
Oh, I
who's
thought you had
asking?
a wispy, like, who's asking?
No, I'm just in the scene.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
My name is Wong, and I am a member of a group in the Earth Kingdom known as the Flying Opera Company. And we have a mission requiring the talents of benders of various skills. I've already enlisted a talented earthbender from Gaoling. I found impulsive, shall we say, firebender in the Fire Nation. And it would be fantastic if we would be able to add a prodigy such as yourself in waterbending to our ranks. It would make this job so much easier. I see and I've heard about the troubles that your peoples have gone under. And with the increasing, if I found your society, it will only be a matter of time before someone else will. And only adding to the increasing troubles that you find here. So I offer you an opportunity to join this crew in order to create a situation for your people where they would never have to worry about being found, and a wealth that can assist with many of the troubles that your people have been dealing with. How does that sound to you?
Well, Wong, I'm intrigued. I must correct you, though. You've heard some things that are true, some things that are not. I just come from a humble people of shipwrecked Fifth Nations from the Southern tribes. I'm, ashamed and humbled to say that I do come from a lineage of pirates. But, we do need, you are correct, we do need that wealth, we do need prosperity, and I am looking to find a way to help my people so that we don't have to return to such a frozen home where, as down south things aren't great. And if you heard anything right, it certainly is my abilities. So you definitely have me intrigued. I'm certainly interested to come along.
And with that, Onda, Tonzo, and Slate become the trio that will assist Wong, the Flying Opera Company, and ultimately Avatar Kyoshi herself in a mission that will bring prosperity to them all and reshape the Four Nations. But in order to prove yourselves to Wong that you are able to tackle the mission at large, he has a small trial for benders of your skill in order to prove your ability. So he's brought Onda to this camp that he's set up. Slate and Tunzo have had a little bit of an opportunity to kind of get to know each other. And now Onda is here as well. And when Onda arrives, he tells you to get a good night's rest and, introduce yourselves to each other before the morning. So you guys kind of, get to know each other, all the stuff that you talked about before, little tidbits here and there that you've shared. You guys are all very familiar with those, but obviously you don't know each other's whole stories. And in the morning, Wong takes you not too far from the camp, but to a valley that you're overlooking. A forested valley that you can see down into where the trees at the bottom of the valley, there's a path. And at the end of that path is a very small, ramshackle camp. And about a half mile, a mile, somewhere around there from what you can tell, along the path, you can see a caravan, a horse-drawn cart, with some people dressed in. They all seem to have different clothing, but they all have a black mask covering the lower half of their face, kind of like a bandit would have. And Wong explains, he says, that camp down there that cart is heading to is the camp of the Black Masks, a new Dao Fei that has formed under a rambunctious earthbender named Fen. he has quickly brought people of all walks of life looking for opportunity and not caring about their fellow civilians in the Four Nations in order to plunder and amass as much wealth as quickly as possible. And the caravan, from what my sources can tell, has come from Gaoling, Slate's actually most recent abode, area where she lived. Didn't quite live in Gaoling, but nearby. This caravan is headed from there. It has taken protection money from several of the businesses and is now bringing this back to the camp where Fen, the leader of the Black Masks, is waiting, as are some of his other members of the Black Masks. However, most of this is still very recent. So this card is actually one of the first to return from its venturing out into the Earth Kingdom for protection money. What I need you to do is bring me this protection money, and we will return it to the people of Gaoling, because this isn't even close to the wealth that the ultimate mission will bring. But we will return it to the people of Gaoling. And if you are feeling empowered enough, bold enough, there is, from what my sources can tell, even more money stashed away in the camp that we could also return to some of these communities nearby. So the main objective is the cart, but if you so choose to go above and beyond improving yourself, you may also attempt to take whatever resources you find at the camp. And the way in which you tackle this is completely up to you, and I will be keeping my eye on the situation to assess whether you are truly worthy of the mission that we have in store for you.
Okay.
And,
So, speaking of assessing situations, do we each want to assess the situation with a question? Or is that premature?
So you can totally assess the situation.
Tunzo, I think that's a great idea if you start out assessing with the situation.
Well, I'm asking you if you had any other ideas. If there was something else you wanted to do.
I
yes,
think I'm gonna
Slate?
dust step. I'm gonna
What?
dust. I'm gonna dust step
So
above everybody.
I am in GM mode. I'm not Wong right now. The dust step is a technique that you have learned for combat. What you would do right now is use the basic moves in that PDF, the quick reference PDF. So one of those. It sounds like you are asking to assess the situation, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I was.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what you want to do, Tuna, is kind of
Yes.
ask Wong in a in
Well,
character.
it says I have to roll with the creativity.
Yes, but you're not. Nothing you're going to do is like you saying, "I'm going to assess the situation," and then we roll. Like you want to be in character.
No, I know, but
Okay.
I'm saying I have to. Oh, okay. So you're saying I'm going to ask the question and then I'm going to roll, or do I roll for the question?
Well,
Because
you would.
on a 7 to 9, I can ask.
I mean, you could say I want to assess the situation, roll.
Yeah,
and
you
if
could
gets
just-
it, ask the question.
You could. What I mean is like you could tell your cohorts like, I think we should not rush into this, and we should get a lay of the land before we make our move, and then say, and I want to assess the situation, and then you would roll.
All right, lads and lady. I think that in this situation, it would behoove us to get a lay of the land. Well,
I think we should trick them. I don't think we should get a lay of the land. I think we should dive right into this.
You think we should completely skip just trying to figure out anything with this, and just walk up to him and try to do some tricks. I
Look,
mean, I can breathe fire. Just
I might
You
be
can
all
breathe
that out
fire?
here.
I don't know if you guys are aware. I can breathe fire.
This is cool.
I'm
I
very
can climb
good at
on
it.
dust. I can climb on dust, and I'm learning how to turn the ground to mud.
You're learning, but you're not very good at it.
I'm creative. We'll just see what happens.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But I think that we know
Hans?
what we need to do. What are we assessing?
Well, it might be good maybe for us to find out how many people there are, what the environment is like. So we don't know how many people are in that caravan, do we?
Can we not see from where we are?
You can see that there are people in the caravan, but on initial glance, it's hard to tell exactly how many people are there. I will say the 5 questions you can ask and assess the situation is: what here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way out through? Who or what is in the greatest danger? Those are the 5 questions that assess the situation. Could potentially provide answers for.
I get more questions though.
And Tuna, I believe, gets more questions.
All right, I'm gonna ask. Okay, Mr. Wong. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. I would like to ask a question of you, if that would be okay.
Are you using assess the situation or your own move here?
I'm going to use assess the situation.
So assess the situation is not you asking Wong. It's
You're asking the
assessing the
GM.
situation. I would be giving those answers as the GM.
GM? Okay.
Yeah, so you are going to do something to allow you to better assess the situation.
All right, so I'm pressing assess the situation. Okay.
What are you doing?
I thought I had to roll to figure out if I'm asking 1 or 2 questions.
Right, but what is your character doing to help you better assess the situation? For example, are you going into the trees? Like, you need to say.
I thought I was just asking. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. I thought I was
You're
just asking.
acting, Tuna. You have to be.
No, I know
like
I'm
you're
acting,
playing
but I
out a
thought I
whole
was
scene.
asking a question.
You are asking a question. That is the action, but you need to say something to the effect of, Tunzo gets a closer look. He moves further down into the trees in order to better assess the situation. You can't just say, like, I'm doing this. There needs to be something that happens in the fiction.
Tunes is walking up to the cliff's edge. There's a tree that's outstretched. He's climbing up the tree to get a better vantage point.
Love it.
On the caravan.
Okay.
And he needs to know.
Well, you need to roll first to see if you can even ask.
That would be an 8.
Okay. Do you have, and is that including your modifier?
No, my modifier is on.
You roll with creativity.
I have a +2 on creativity, so that's 10.
You have a +2 on creativity.
Yeah, I added my +1 to creativity.
Oh, brilliant. So you get to ask 2 questions then.
Okay. Who or what is the biggest threat in the caravan?
So you notice at the front of the caravan, there is someone sitting on a horse that is pulling the caravan. And you notice that they're on the horse. You realize that if you go into this situation and things don't quite go the way you plan or as you'd hope for, there would be an opportunity for this person on the horse to break free from the caravan and notify the enemy camp. So the biggest threat is probably the person on the horse at the front of the cart.
Okay. And my second question is, who or what is most vulnerable to me?
Oh, that's one
my
of your
special
own
question,
Oh,
bud.
that's your special question.
Do you not want me to ask that? Do you want me to ask it, everyone?
It would also no. It would also
Okay.
probably be the person on the horse, since they are separated from the cart that it is pulling. There are other people on the cart that you can see. Your vantage allows you to see the distinct person on the horse, but the people in the cart are kind of bundled together, so it's kind of hard to tell how many there are. But yeah, your actual biggest threat is also actually probably your biggest opportunity for they are exposed more. The sides of the caravan aren't, they're just on a horse. So, yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Tom, I have a question for the GM.
Yeah.
If I wanted to ask, because this isn't on assess a situation question, so I'm assuming that means I can just ask these. Like, can I ask like what the environment looks like? Is there any water near? Like, how do I?
Oh yeah, I can tell you like the general like. So there isn't any water, like large bodies of water nearby.
Mm-hmm.
I can spit.
It is, yeah, you could do that. It is literally just a forest going all the way down to this path, like almost right up to where the path is. So, there's a lot of cover before you're getting down there. The other side as well is very much similar. This is a man-made path going towards this camp. That, like I said, is half a mile to a mile away from where the cart
So you have this big green forested valley with no water running down any of it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Okay, great. I don't want to assess the situation because Alex has already kind of talked. Tunzo. I'm assuming Tunzo just yelled up that information to us.
Yeah, did you do that, Tunzo?
Yeah, big guy at the front. Probably a problem. Probably pretty vulnerable too. Could be an issue if we don't take him out. I have an idea. Is the caravan made of wood? Can I just like breathe on the caravan? Try to burn the fucking thing up?
From where you are standing, it looks like it's made of wood. You can't confirm that for sure.
Okay.
Based on that info, before you take action,
yes, sir.
I'd like to ask Slate and be like, well, sounds like this guy wants to burn the caravan up, but we got to stop that guy on the horse. I feel like you and I combined could do a good job of stopping him. Would you like to work with me on that?
If the caravan burns up, the horse burns up. So I don't understand what you would like to do.
The horse could detach. We found out the horse can detach from the caravan and take off and get away. And that would be our biggest concern, is what we were told.
Can you waterbend the horse's blood?
Is it a full moon?
It's daytime.
What I could do, though, is I think if we work together, if you use your earthbending, we can ride down and get out in front of the horse before.
You want to hop on my rock skateboard?
Yeah, you can hop on your rock skateboard, and I will ride down on my turtle shell, so that we can cut off the horse. We can cut the horse off.
And
if I ride the rock skateboard, it causes the gravel to come up and create unstable ground.
Just as you guys are deliberating, this carriage is still making its way. It's getting closer and closer to the camp.
Guys, I can't hear you. I'm in the trees. I'm gonna burn the fucking caravan right fucking now. I hope you're ready.
Okay, and we're going.
Let's go.
We're
let's
headed
just
down.
go.
Yeah, we're heading down.
Blasting.
All right.
I feel like I'm listening to like the Pokemon like, battle theme song. Do.
So let's do one.
I'm sprinkling seeds in my wake.
Yeah, Brooke does this thing where she sprinkles seeds behind her. It's weird. Let's do one thing at a time, because you're all, I think, relying on your skills and training. Let's do Chris first. So
I'm sort of like sledding down on my turtle shell.
So you're taking like the water from your, or this is a physical thing you have.
Yeah, it's a physical. I have a big giant tortoise shell.
Okay, cool.
That I wear on my back, like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yep.
And I can use it as both a weapon and a shield. And I, grab
Who
it,
made this?
put it under my knees, and I slide.
It was in his character
down.
description.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Cool. So you're gonna roll with focus.
Okay.
You're going to and you're gonna roll both your dice.
I got an 8, but I have a +2 on focus.
So
that is
that's
a
a
10.
10. So you, Tunzo and Slate kind of watch with awe as you, in a single move, jump off the edge of this like small like hill, get the thing under your feet, and you touch the ground. You avoid the trees. You are mastering. This game doesn't exist in this universe, but it's called SSX. It's from a different universe. You are S tier
Hey!
skating your way down. None of the trees. You're intuitively weaving, bobbing between the trees here, and you're on your way down. Slate, what are you doing?
I am following suit. I stomp on the ground. I lift up a slate rock from under the earth. And I take it and I just go down this fucking hill. I rolled a 12
Hell yeah.
plus 2 for focus. So, boom.
So initially,
I am ripping down this hill, sprinkling my seeds as I go.
Yeah, she does the sprinkle seed thing. It's like the wet bandits when they like leave the taps on. So Slate sees Onda, and in their conversations from the night prior, she's Onda is relatively humble, but she's heard that he, is essentially a prodigy in where he's from. And while initially she's impressed, she's like, I'm not going to let this guy upstage me. I'm going to show him that.
Absolutely not.
And so she pulls a slate out of the ground, jumps on it, and surfs. And even though she went second, she manages to catch up to Onda. But
I'm
also,
just riding in her wake now. It's great.
And there's a little competitive,
Yeah.
like who can get there first kind of thing. But both of them manage to
I'm trying to draft off of her.
exactly. They don't lose any of their focus. They are beelining to the front, in front of this carriage. But before they get there, what does Tunzo do? Because he says he's going to burn. Tunzo says he's going to burn.
Can I like fire hop? Or is that like a learned technique that I need?
I don't know. You can use your training to
If it's not combat, it's movement. So it's just a technique, right?
Yeah. You could use that to like fire stepping or whatever.
Yeah, I'm fire stepping
Okay.
to the caravan, dip diving, dodging, getting there as fast as I can. I'm propelling myself. Like I do this technique where I turn around and breathe out.
So so you're going backwards.
Yep.
That's
how I move.
I'm going to tell you before you do this.
Why?
Because you're not only facing backwards, but you're fire stepping. I'm
propelling myself with like fire in the back.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that this is gonna use push your luck.
No, I feel like this is my. I'm gonna argue with you. I think this is my signature thing that I
would
do.
say if you were fire stepping and you could see where you were going, that would be
fine. Forget the backward.
Because you're not looking where you're going.
He's also setting the forest on fire as he goes.
I mean, he might be doing that anyway, but
I don't give a shit about this forest. So I'm fire hopping from tree to tree, burning each tree as I go. Embers flying everywhere. I get up to the caravan.
Whoa! You got to roll to say that you're doing this. You got to roll with your rely on your skills and training. Yeah, but you're using your abilities to do it. It's not. Remember, if there is a challenge to the act, you have to roll.
Fine.
We're gonna roll for any time we're doing something cool.
Yeah, anytime you're doing something cool, you got to roll.
I just feel like Jumanji.
And if you're doing something cool,
one landed on a 6, the other one like rolled away.
Okay, roll it on the desk. We're doing those rules. It has to be on the desk.
No, this would be focus, Tom.
Yes, rely on your skills and training is rolling with focus.
All right. 7
total, including your
focus.
Yeah,
focus is a big goose egg right now.
0. So you have a 7 total, right? Okay.
Yes.
So that means you do it imperfectly. You're definitely not getting down there as impressively as Onda and Slate. You do manage to eventually get there, but but not at the speed, because you're kind of fumbling. You hit a tree or two on the way as well.
And we're cutting off the front of the caravan.
You're cutting in.
He's coming from the back or the side, or
yeah, I'm coming from the side. I'm trying to hit the wheels.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But your attacks aren't necessarily coordinated. Onda and Slate pretty much get there out in front, but like Tunzo still has a little bit of a ways to go before making it out in front. So Onda and Slate pull up. They pull a perfect stop too. You know, they both like lift up so they don't overshoot or anything like that. You're not immediately in front of the horse, so you know they don't run into you. You timed it perfectly where you're forcing them to stop, but they are kind of coming to a halt.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, Slate, what do you want to do?
I think we need to break this horse's ankles.
Oh my god. I was just gonna say maybe you could build like
I
a
just
wall
want to.
so
I
they
just
couldn't
want to refer to.
go past us. But
I just want to refer to the beginning of the bit where you are not killers or villains. I just want to expressly put that.
well, look, people are eating animals, like that's just
Sure.
the way of the world.
Breaking a horse's ankles, though, seems
It's
like
pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty...
seems a little next level. I'm gonna say that you're not.
I'm,
Gonna break an
okay.
ankle.
I'm a little shocked by this, and I'm like, Slate, I
Okay,
love your
okay.
enthusiasm. You think
Okay,
we could
we
just
won't do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why would I even think that's a good idea? I just really wasn't thinking about it. I'm gonna take this giant rock and I'm gonna put it in front of the horse, and I'm gonna take them and make like I'm
build
gonna
a
take
wall.
the platelets and I'm gonna build a fucking wall, and the horse
Great.
ain't gonna be able to go nowhere.
love that idea?
And I say it all like chaotic like that because I'm feeling really,
Yeah.
really excited about this plan. It's going so well, and I just do it.
Okay,
So I roll?
You're relying on your skills and training for sure to build a wall. Go ahead.
Yeah. 8.
Plus any modifiers?
That's with my modifiers.
Okay, so you build a wall, but it's taking a little bit more effort to build. You kind of like you're still kind of you really pushed yourself to outmaneuver Onda coming down the hill. So and you moments ago you were
maybe
trying
she
to
should've
break
just taken out the ankles.
Moments ago you were trying to break their ankles, and then like in the split second you decided actually I'm going to build a wall. So you build a little wall, but you don't completely like entrap them. And at this point, they see that you guys are making a move. They're able to kind of start to get their wherewithal, but not before Onda also has an opportunity to do something here.
So I'm looking at this wall, feeling pretty excited by what I'm seeing going up, but I realize, they're not. We don't have them totally trapped.
No. And
So-
Tunzo, you can see in your periphery, he's still making his way down here, fire hopping.
I still feel really confident about my team. I mean, we're a bunch of rascals. We're a bunch of rapscallions rolling around out here.
Uh-huh.
So I take a page. I say, Slate, I love where your head was at. I think maybe it was a little aggressive. I have an alternative idea. And what I would like to do, Tom, is I would like to I take my right arm, I aim it, and some of the water comes out of my obsidian gauntlet, which is housed inside.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot some water at the horse's face with the goal of freezing the ice over its eyes so it can't be ridden away.
Okay. So just to...
We don't hurt the horses.
I'm basically making an ice eye mask. So this way I'm not going to hurt the horse, but I am going to keep it from being able to be ridden away.
Okay, I love it. All right. Roll. This is rely on skills and training for sure.
So this is focus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one fell off. Do I just re-roll that one?
Yes.
Unless it's good,
Yeah,
and
just
then
re-roll
just
that
don't
one.
say anything.
It's not. It's like on like an angle because it's lodged between my leg and the couch.
Damn.
I got an 8 + 2. So 10.
Oh, a 10.
Great. Awesome. So you pull this off again flawlessly. You quickly shoot that water, ice it over the horse. The horse is not only disorientated from that, but disoriented from the wall, from you guys appearing. So it was already kind of spooked, and this has thrown it into chaos. So you pull
I'm
this
gonna yell
off.
out, Tunzo, it's up to you.
Before
Yeah, I'm not
Chunzo-
using any techniques now. Now I'm just running.
before anyone makes it, before Tunza makes it down, this horse jerks and throws the rider who was reaching for a sword at his hip, but he is now thrown off the horse. He is thrown onto his back, and completely like on the floor. The horse starts to kind of calm down a bit. The people in the back of this caravan, which you now notice are 3 people, have started to spill out of the caravan to see what's going on. And as they spill out of the caravan, through the trees, leaves kind of caking his body a little bit. He's got maybe some splinters. He's got a twig coming out of his long, dark hair. He breaks through the trees
Like
and
Samurai Jack.
is ready to make a move. And he's he's close to the back. He's closer to these 3 who are behind the caravan.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, what I'm gonna do is I size them up. I say there's 3.
Yeah.
There's 3.
Yeah.
1 of me. Ons and Slate got the front. I'm gonna take care of these 3. I'm gonna breathe some fire at them
Here we go.
right now.
So you are engaging. If you want to use the breathing fire technique,
That's what I'm doing.
Engaging
I want to
in
get
combat?
these. I want to get rid of these 3.
Okay, I love it. So we are engaging in combat, which means
Please start
that,
the combat simulator.
which means that I am picking. So this is a group of NPCs. Where did I put that? Sorry, 1 second. I have their numbers here. Cool. Great. And quick reference. Boom. So I'm going to pick a maneuver for these 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you are, I assume you're picking advance and attack, right? That is what this fire breathing move is?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. If multiple players have PCs in it, yep, we've done that. So each of these NPCs are defending and maneuvering. This group of NPCs is defending it because they do it as a unit. So they are going to go first. And they are going to ready up. They see you coming, and they are steeling themselves for an attack. Okay? And they're going to mark 1 fatigue to ready themselves by kind of like standing strong. They've got their hands on their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And they are favored. They're going to be favored because of this. But it does cost them 1 fatigue.
Uh-huh.
And they are favored. Cool. And so that is their move done. And now you are advancing and attacking, and you are using
Breath of fire.
Is that what it's called? Is it just called Breath of Fire?
That's right.
All right. So they are ready. There's 3 of them. They've got their hand on their swords. They're ready for you to make a move. So this says breathe fire in a massive gout. Do you want to read it?
So I'm going to mark 1 fatigue, and then the foes must either retreat and can't read what the fuck I wrote here. Oh, and disengage, becoming impaired, or they stay
And become doomed.
and suffer 2 fatigued.
So mark 1 fatigue on your sheet.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Also, I'm just reading this to make sure what I want to do with these guys. Okay, so here's the thing. They see you breathing this fire. These guys, they're a part of this new Dao Fei, the Black Masks. This is their first job. all of this came together very quickly. They are not zealots. They are not ready to put their lives on the line. They are not going to risk getting caught on fire. So as you breathe fire, they avoid it, they duck under, they step to the side, whatever, but they do foes must either retreat or disengage. So they start to run away. They become impaired, which undoes their Oh, I am really sorry. You have to roll before we. I completely forgot.
I figured that, but I was
I was like, did I miss that? And
yeah,
you got
sorry.
it? Or-
I was so eager.
wait. So all of this is focus. All of this.
This is passion. You're rolling
Passion?
With, passion. Attack, advance and attack in combat is passion.
All right, good. I got a +1 on that bad boy. Oh boy.
Oh, and that's right. And then you get to pick what technique you're using. That's right. I forgot. I completely forgot what the rules were. Okay, so okay.
Well, got a 4. So none of that's happening.
All right. So yeah, you
Fucking Tunzo is a goddamn loser.
Yeah. So you completely miss. Sorry, I forgot that we had to do all of this. All right, you completely miss.
Yeah.
You don't even you get like a little puff out, but again, you're kind of doing this while you're stumbling out of the forest. So you kind of like stumble, and don't get it out. The wind is taking you out a little bit, and now you are kind of like in front of them. You kind of like stumbling, like trying to gain your balance, standing in front of them, and they are at the ready. They are favored in this point. Prepared, I believe is what the and they can take a +1 to an appropriate roll on the next exchange. So now you're in front of them. They are there with their swords at the ready. Slate has formed this kind of half wall around the horse, but Onda has taken the reins of that situation and knocked the person on the horse to their feet. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm gonna pull the ice back off the horse because the guy's already eliminated from the horse anyway.
Okay.
And I want to get my ice back, and I'm gonna look to Slate. Slate, what do you
Let's
want to do?
create a slide. I'm gonna lift the rocks up on an angle, and I want you to make it slippery so that all these fucking swordsmen slide down and injure each other, and then we don't really have to hurt them. They hurt themselves, and then we can steal the money and leave.
Okay, so real quick, they're on flat ground, by the back of
Right,
the carriage.
I'm gonna
You're by the front, by the horse.
She's gonna do that.
Yeah,
big
I'm
foot
gonna stomp the ground.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the big foot stomp. I'm gonna create like a shift in the plates so that they go do 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 do.
So
And
you're
I
gonna
want
not.
Chris
I'm gonna put some thin ice on the bottom of it. And they're gonna.
to splash the rocks with the ice, with the water that is ice.
So you are creating a slope underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And okay, so it sounds like you guys, both of you, if this is happening, are getting involved in this combat exchange. Is
Yeah.
that what
I
you
don't
want
think
to do?
I'm not fighting.
Unbelievable.
What?
I mean, in a way, it sounds like we are now
Willy-nilly.
involved in the combat exchange.
What's
Why
what's
can't
Tuna
this
doing?
just be rely on my? He's irritated and probably tired. Why can't this be rely on your skills and training? Like I'm not fighting these people. I'm just like spicing it up a little bit.
Right, but they're engaged in combat with Tunzo. And so they're in
Okay.
a combat exchange, and in order for you to engage with them, you would need to enter the combat exchange.
How many enemies are up at the ready?
What
for
if
combat?
3. Well, it's treated as
3.
one NPC because they're a group. So they are all at the ready.
Oh, I only asked
Okay, I have
because
a
I'm looking at
question.
Slate thinking, can we divide them up?
with my half-ass rock walls?
You could maybe do something to divide them up.
I could knock one away, and you could do as well, and then we can each have someone to fight if you think that you have a way that we could do that.
What if we reverse my slide so that the carriage slides this way and they're over there? And then we could collect the booty. And we don't have to deal with them at all.
Aren't we just leaving Tunzo behind with them?
I don't really
That's fine.
understand what you're trying to do with these slides, if I'm being honest. Like, how are you sliding the carriage? Like, what's...
If the carriage is here...
You could try and escape with the carriage. The horse rider is gone. If you don't want to...
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
If I step on the wall, the cart slides this way, we go with it.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you have
really
to
need the
get
ice
on the
anymore. That was
carriage.
to injure the people.
You have to get on the carriage.
Okay.
You have to communicate this
Yeah.
to Tunzo.
Slate, I hear what you're saying about moving the carriage. If you can kick the carriage back and get on, I can grab Tunzo and get us to the carriage once it's already moving.
With
All right, sounds good.
With the turtle.
Fuck
with
it,
the
let's
turtle
do
shell?
it.
Yeah, with the turtle shell.
And then we don't injure these people. Like, they are just, like, dumbfounded, and that's fine.
Exactly.
And then we can ride that horse out of harm's way. He stays safe.
I have a flow as water technique that I've mastered that allows me to move with a jet of water. I pulled my water back so I can
Boom.
utilize that. It allows me to maneuver very well. So I could get Tunzo and get out of here. You think you can get the carriage away?
I think that
Hurry
I'm
up.
going to use the
Don't
rock.
have a lot of
I'm
time.
going to kick it so the carriage has a little bit of a boost. And then
Okay.
I'll ride the horse and the carriage away.
I'm gonna wait to see if Slate succeeds, because if Slate doesn't succeed,
Okay.
then my plan is to go
We
and
must
join
succeed.
Tunzo in combat to help with the fight.
So, Slate, explain to me what you're doing before you roll.
Okay. I'm stomping on the ground near the horse.
Yeah.
So that the ground slopes.
Okay.
The horse will start to have to trot this way. The carriage will follow him. I'm going to hop the horse and I'm going to ride that shit away from the people.
Okay.
And then leave Tuna to deal with, or leave Unda to help Tunzo. And then we will all reconvene up by Wongers.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to rely on your skills and training to make the slope, to give the horse a boost. For some reason, you're doing that. I don't know why you're not just jumping on the horse. But you don't have much experience riding horses, so you getting on the horse and trying to control the horse is going to be pushing your luck. These are going to be 2 rolls.
But what I am going to use my legacy of excellence to tame or befriend a dangerous beast.
Hang on a second. So this is your
the horse a dangerous beast?
Yes.
I mean, he's pretty mad after I just covered his eyes in ice.
Listen, in this situation, he is a dangerous beast.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
here's the thing, though. I will say that if you pull off getting on him and riding him away, you will do this, but this isn't a move. This is, you have done something to do this move. You are still pushing your luck by doing this, is what I'm saying.
What? Passion? No, I don't want to have to use passion.
You're going to have to make a decision quickly, because these soldiers at the back of the cart, we've got the guy who fell off the horse. He's getting up. The guys at the back of the cart, they're ready to attack Tunzo. So you need to make a decision right now. What are you doing?
It's like, what if you just lifted up the caravan from the back so that it slides towards us, so you can just jump on the caravan as it rides away? Because the horse is just going to take off once it feels it moving forward, and then I will grab Tunzo.
That sounds like a great idea. And then that should just be rely on my skills and training.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
how
because
are you...
we're just gonna lift. We're just gonna lift the ground from under.
Yeah.
Tom, imagine the caravan, right?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna lift the ground,
Yeah.
in a slight slope,
Yeah.
so that it would start rolling forward, which
Yeah.
would make the horse start moving forward. So then she's going to jump onto the caravan, and it's just going to take off wildly, kind of directionless, but it is going to take off, get us away from the enemies. And then
All right.
if she pulls that off, I will grab
And then we
Tunzo
can
and get out of here.
All right. At some
And
point,
then
you
we
are
can-
going to have
does
to
that make sense?
like control the horse. I just want that to be aware if you want to escape
Sure.
the situation. But if you
That's,
just want
that's
to do the
Tunzo's
roll,
job once we get there.
okay, all right, yeah, he's done well so far. Okay, so Slate,
Control the
if you're
horse, cook
creating-
the horse. He can decide.
break its ankles.
Yeah,
Slate,
I'm just creating some
okay,
slate,
you're just doing
some
the
slate
slope.
slides.
All right, go for it. Rely on your training,
Okay.
rolling with focus.
Pen.
Okay, cool. You pull it off with it. It does exactly what you want to do. It slides. Also, you have like moved the wall that you had started to create, but kind of failed. So you went floop. You kind of push the wall down, and that it's like when you push on like a thing and it
Yeah.
forms the other thing. You push the wall
Yeah.
down, and that forms the ramp on the back. It pushes. The horse starts to trot, but it is very quickly, kind of like aimlessly running. Kind of even turning a little bit into the woods, and Slate, you're on the back. You grab onto the back.
I'm on the back of the carriage.
And she's sprinkling gravel behind.
So, she's sprinkling seeds. Onda, what do you got? What do you got? What are you doing?
All right, I'm going to use flow as water to go and try and grab Tunzo, who, when I grab him, it's up to him what he wants to do. If he wants to try and burn people as we're flying away, if he wants to cook the horse, he can decide. I just got to get my man out of there because I feel like I've never seen an earthbender or a firebender like this before. In fact, I think this is the first time I've seen a firebender, and I want to get to know these guys better.
Okay. So, Onda, you are
flow as water is a mastered technique for me.
right. So, but that's a combat technique. So you would do it against foes. This is simply going to be relying on skills and training.
Got it. Okay.
I am also going to say that to grab Tunzo and get on the cart, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to do it all in one. You're trying to jet propel, grab him, and
Is
get
the
on
money
the cart.
on the cart?
Yes, the money, the crate of coins is on the cart. Yes, no
Right.
one took it off or anything like that.
We need to get that then.
Right. So if you
But
can
wait,
escape
Tom,
with the cart,
flow as water, even though I know you're saying it's combat, but it's a defend and maneuver, and all it says is use a jet of water to propel you smoothly around obstacles.
You still use it in a combat exchange. Any of the techniques that you have are used in combat.
Okay.
Yeah, because you are creating status effects, right? You're impairing enemies. All of that is.
But it says
considered
if
combat.
you engage with or disengage with a foe, they are impaired. So implying that I don't have to be engaged to use it.
No, it means so you're in combat. You mark one fatigue and move to a new location. If
Yeah.
you engage or disengage from a foe, they are impaired. So it means that if you move into a location to engage, like if you were going over there to fight them, you would impair them. Or if you were fighting them and you left, you would impair them. But you're not doing that. You are just skirting around them and grabbing tuna, so you're not affecting them in any way. You can do what you are trying to do. It's not going to be this move. It's just going to be rely on your skills and training. Yeah.
Well, then, I mean, I have +2 on focus, so I'm hoping.
And real quick, I am going to say that you're going to push your luck to grab tuna and get on the cart.
Well, what if I yell? What if Tunzo, I'm coming for you, and then it's up to him to use his fire to jump over to me. So couldn't that be a double movement? So like he could fail.
But you still need to kind of like grab him and get on
How
the
does
cart.
push my luck work again? Please remind me.
So push your luck is working in the same. It's on that quick reference guide. It is when you push your luck in a risky situation, say what you want to do and roll with passion. So you're rolling with passion.
Ooh, I'm glad I put my +1 on passion.
On a hit, you do it, but it costs you to scrape by. I tell you what the cost is. On a 10+, your boldness pays off despite the cost, and I tell you of another lucky opportunity that falls into your lap.
Okay. So I need a 7 to 9 or a 10+.
You need if you get a 7 through a 9 on the push your luck, or a 10+, anything above a 7 you pull it off.
Okay.
If it's a 7 through 9, there is a cost no matter what.
Sure.
I'm gonna say like this costs you fatigue, right? Like something like that.
Okay.
But if you do a 10 plus, there's also something else might happen in this situation that provides you a bit of luck.
All
As
right,
you push
here we
into
go.
luck. Okay. This roll, by the way, that you're doing right now is for getting to Tuna with your jet by using the water jet. So this is
All
for
right.
your focus roll.
So I yelled at Tunzo, "I'm coming for you!" And
Yep.
I jump back onto my shell.
Yep.
And I go to jet off, and I roll a 4, so which is a 5, but it seems like not going anywhere.
Okay.
And
So-
there's too much gravel sprinkled everywhere. I can't move.
All right. I'm going to make a run for it. I'm running.
Okay.
I'm running, and I'm just going to try to press my luck, Thomas.
Okay.
I'm going to run, press my luck, try to grab the money.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're
And
going
then-
for the
I'm going for the everyone's dazed and confused, and I'm grabbing the money and I'm jetting because at this point nothing's working. So
I'm
Well, the money's on the caravan, which is
yeah,
taken off.
I'm running to the caravan, grabbing the box,
so
and
before you, because you were decided to engage in combat, you have to exit combat, and then you can do this. Okay? Does that
how do I
work for
exit
you?
combat? Does
You
that work for me?
we pick.
Would the NPCs not attack him?
So that's the thing is
Oh.
that they're about to pick something to do, and
Yeah.
Tuna is about to pick something to do. So what you would be able to do is seize a position. You see this under quick reference, Tuna?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Move to a new location, engage/disengage with a foe, overcoming negative status or danger, establish an advantageous. So you can use this to escape the scene, but they're also about to attack you as well, potentially. Okay? Sound good?
No, you know what? Let's do the fire breath again.
You're going to just try and breathe fire on
I'm
them
just going to
again.
try to breathe fire on him again.
Okay. So you're picking advance and attack. They are picking advance and attack as well.
Mhm.
They are trying to strike at you.
Mhm.
Okay, but you go first because you are the player. So you need to roll.
9er. Ooh, plus the 1 is a 10.
Okay, so you get to use.
I got to mark fatigue.
No. Is the fire breath your master technique?
Yeah.
Then you don't need to mark fatigue. You
Oh.
can use this technique, and you can use another master technique or a basic technique as well.
I don't have another master. Oh no, I do. I have
Yeah, I was
the
going to say, I think you have.
sweep the leg. So I'll use that.
Yeah,
too.
the sweep of the leg is the one that's built in, right, to your playbook.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So sweep the leg, you attack where an enemy is weakest or most off balance. If your foe has a total of 3 or more fatigue and conditions marked, inflict 2 fatigue. If your foe has fewer than 3 total fatigue and conditions marked, inflict 2 fatigue. But you must mark 1 fatigue as well. So that's your other master technique. So you could pick that with the fire breath, or you can pick from the basic techniques in the quick reference. It's up to you.
No,
Okay.
we'll do the sweep the leg.
Okay, so you're going to sweep the leg.
What do you mean the basic technique? Like the push your luck intimidate trick?
Quick reference guide. Okay, second page. You have the list of basic techniques on the right-hand side under defend and maneuver, advance and
Oh,
attack,
I see
evade,
it.
and
Okay.
observe.
Yeah, no, let's do sweep the leg.
Okay, sweep the leg. So you're sweeping the leg. If your foe has a total of 3 or more fatigue and conditions marked. I also wanted to say they were prepared, which because you fucked up the last thing. So I just want to make sure that. So if they are prepared. Oh, it just gives them a +1 to their roll that they're about to do. Gotcha. Or they don't have to mark conditions. Okay. But you are marking fatigue, which is different. Cool. So if your foe has fewer than 3 total fatigue and conditions marked. So you inflict 2 fatigue, but you also mark 1 fatigue for yourself because they have less than 3. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want me to roll this?
No, you've rolled.
Oh, it's the whole thing?
It's the whole thing. Yep.
Okay, cool.
So you just mark 1 fatigue for yourself for doing the sweep of the leg.
Yep.
You should be at 2 total, right?
Yep.
Cool.
So this works.
It was, yes.
They're fucking doomed.
They're not doomed.
They feel doomed.
Well, hang on. So
What?
that was just for the sweep of the leg, okay?
Yeah.
But your other thing has succeeded as well. So you've swept the leg, so you've knocked them from under their feet. And as you sweep their leg, you spin on the spot and you breathe fire. And sorry, I just need to pull up your playbook again.
They gotta They gotta
advanced techniques.
retreat or dig in.
So I'm going to say this. They are... Where is firebending? Sorry. So they see you. Mark 1 fatigue to inflict impaired on them. Oh no, that's fire stream. Where is the thing? Breathe a breath of fire. Okay, you're marking fatigue again because of you're using breathe of fire.
You said I didn't have to because it was a mastered thing.
I didn't say that.
Oh, all right.
So you're
Now I'm at
marking
3.
fatigue. Yeah, you're at 3. And they see you getting ready for it. And you're not stumbling out of the woods this time. You are about to, they can see, you're about to rip a good one off. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they disengage with you.
Mm-hmm.
And they become impaired. So
it's time for Ons and Slate to grab the money and fucking go.
So
Well, I'm standing there like an idiot while Slate's on Slate's wild ride with the caravan and the horse.
yeah, so the whole now the horse with the thing is slowly rolling away, but the horse is freaking out, so it's starting to pull. Tunzo and Onda are neither of them are engaged in combat. Onda managed to stumble over to where Tunzo is. He wasn't able to grab him or anything like this, but they're both near the cart, which is crazily rolling away. The people that breathe fire are totally ready to dip the situation. We've got the guy by the horse at the front, who is now nearing the back of the caravan. He's on his feet. He's not quite as spooked as the others, so he might be ready to fight. But Onda and Tunzo, what do you do?
Let's grab the money, man. Just grab the money. Just
Well,
go.
the money's in the caravan, so I just have to go to the caravan, right?
Run to the caravan.
Run to the caravan.
Don't bend anything. Just run
Bend.
to the. Use
Just
your
run
feet.
to the caravan. All right, I kick. I hit the turtle shell like I'm Captain America and flip it up into the air with my foot. And just
Okay.
grab it onto my back.
Yep.
I just take off for the caravan with Tunzo while
Yep.
Crispy McCrispy's back there are, dusting off the soot.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Slate? What's going on? How are you gonna get control of this thing?
I have redirected the caravan by using all the rocks under the earth, and I'm directing it like a railroad up to fucking Wongers so that this is settled.
I'm gonna give you guys an option here.
Okay.
Either Slate can push her luck to try and direct this thing. You want to do it without the horse. Someone at some point is gonna have to jump onto this horse to take the reins to get.
I'm
you to
gonna
safety.
shoot the ice at the connection for the horse, so the horse can cut free, and then we're just riding as like a roller coaster that she is directing.
Okay. All right. I'm going to.
Or maybe Tunzo could burn the reins with the fire. Either or, we gotta cut that tether.
All right, Slate. In order to steady it for Onda and Tunzo, because the carriage is moving, for them to get onto it, either Slate needs to push her luck to steady
I
it.
will push my luck.
Okay.
What was the
Right?
option?
The other option is either Slate gets it a little
Uh-huh.
bit in order for you guys to kind of easily get on the back, or you both individually have to push your luck to get onto the back.
Slate, you push your luck.
Okay.
Two.
2.
Oh yeah, two.
Okay. So And you, yeah, okay. So Slate is just this thing is bucking so wildly that Slate is unable to get any control. Owned to Tunzo, if you want to get on the back, you're gonna have to both push your luck.
I look
Alright,
at
I'll do
Tunzo
it.
and I say, "Forget this. Let's just take these guys out.
Oh my god! Now we're fighting them
You
again.
impaired them already. Let's just finish the job."
I think we just take the
We're
money and
not
run.
trying to kill him. I think Tunzo is correct.
All
I think
right,
we just
okay.
take the money.
Look, if you want to take the money and run, I'm fine with doing that. Every time we try and run
And then
away,
look,
we
and
keep
then-
failing. So
And then we,
just-
yeah, no, but what do I need to push my luck, Tom?
You need to roll with passion.
Yeah, I got a +1 on that bad boy.
Yeah, me too.
If you want to get to the money, whether it is you get into the thing and you try and direct the horse, or you grab there's a little chest of the money on there. If you want to snatch it, either way, you're gonna have to push your luck to get onto the back of this thing.
All right.
Ondo, put the money on the turtle shell
10.
and kick it up
Well,
uptown.
9
got a-
plus 1.
What a tuna!
I got a 9 + 1.
Okay,
I got a
so you got
5 and a
10.
4.
Okay, so here's the thing: you succeeded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take 1 fatigue
Mhm.
because there is a cost, so you're
Okay.
at 4 fatigue. Okay.
I know I can count.
All right. And
Oh, did I take a fatigue when I pushed my luck and lost earlier?
when you didn't push your luck, you relied on your skills and training
All right, keep going.
to get
okay.
What
to
happens?
yeah. You didn't even get to the. You
Oh,
didn't even
right.
get to
Okay,
push your
okay.
luck.
Great. Sorry.
No, you're all good. So you get on the back of the caravan, and you are able to. Let me think here. I want to think about. Okay, you see an opportunity to do the guy who is. You're on the back of the caravan. The guy who is now on his feet, who was on the horse in the front, right? Like he's like back by the back of the caravan.
Mhm.
You see that he is like really discombobulated. You see that if you gave him a really good fire like blast,
Mhm.
you could like knock him back on his feet again.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
So that would be relying on your skills and training if you want to. There would be no cost to this. I'm just going to give you a free little extra action here.
I got an 8.
Do you have a plus anything?
What do I use?
Focus.
No.
Okay. All right. So you got an 8, which means that you are able to hit him with the fire, but you do like a fire punch thing. The bolt knocks him backwards, and it doesn't knock him back flat on his feet, but he is like stumbling backwards. So he is still like unable to like engage in any way. And then Onda is also pushing their luck to get on the back of the cart. Are we still trying to do the whole riding the cart away thing?
He rolled
I
a
did it.
10.
Yeah, I rolled the 10.
Oh, you
I got a
rolled a
9
10.
plus 1.
Okay,
Yeah,
boom.
he rolled a 10. He's
You-
doing it.
Okay, you jump on there. You see Tunzo do the thing where he knocks the guy back. You're gonna get an opportunity to rely on your skills and training, and also give a water blast to maybe knock him
Yeah,
fully
free the
on his
horse.
ass. Oh, you want to
oh,
free the
okay.
horse? We can free the horse.
Wasn't that the idea? It was because we had to. You said we had to deal with the horse. So
Someone
that we
has.
could-
have to
What I'm
deal with
saying
it. The horse- who
is
cares
if you
about the
want
horse
to ride,
anymore?
if
We
you
have
want
the
to
money.
ride off into the sunset, someone's gonna have
No,
to
fuck
get
that.
on the horse.
We're running with the. We're each holding a handle.
Well, no,
on the money.
because I got Slate making the track. We get rid of the horse. We're basically like a coaster cart, right? Because Slate's making the track.
We don't need the horse. We just grab the money.
But if I get but Tom said if I get rid of
Here's the thing,
if we
you
get rid of the
gotta-
horse, we're done. We're free.
What are you talking about? We got rid of the guy. The other 3 are
Here's the thing.
idiots.
I'm
We're
telling
running
you
with the
to
money.
get away in this situation on this
Yeah.
path with a heavily
Yeah.
forested thing. Brooke building some kind of cart situation with the earth around her is not going to be enough to escape. You're maybe going to be able to get away from the situation. What I'm
Okay.
saying is that someone's going to have to jump on the horse to like actually ride this thing away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Do
you
we
can-
need the horse? We don't need
Well, then
the
I'll
horse.
do it. I'm
You
going to
also
jump on the
don't-
horse.
Okay.
He just said to get away, we have to jump on the horse.
Why are we not? I thought we were just taking the money. Like, I thought we were grabbing the money and running.
You
I thought
can
that was the whole
grab
Well, I
the
point.
think
case.
because they have to have a caravan carry how much money there is, that we
Then
are
dump
physically
some out.
incapable of.
Then dump some out. Fuck
We
it.
weren't
Let's
hired to, do a half-ass job. We're here to do a full job.
We've been rolling half-ass rolls. I don't know where you think you're getting this idea that we're coming in
Look,
for.
I'm gonna jump on the horse.
What a waste of press your luck
Okay, push your luck.
that I already pressed.
I'm gonna jump on the horse, Tom.
Okay, I love it. Roll with passion.
Well, wait. I have to do a second roll for that?
The first push your luck was
Got
to
it.
get onto the cart. Now you've got to ride the horse. I want to look at your book real quick, The Prodigy. I'm just seeing if there's anything you have on here to help you out. What were the 2 moves you picked?
Maneuvering and shaping.
No, not the moves on the right next to extraordinary skill.
Oh, judging rival and challenge. Nothing to help here.
Okay, yeah, nothing really helps here. All right.
Unless my rival is the horse.
What are your weaknesses / strengths?
All right, so I'm just
Yeah.
rolling for passion.
Yep.
I got an 8.
Do you have any pluses there?
I have a +1.
Okay, so you are going to, you're going to succeed. You do succeed.
Great. I'm on the horse.
It takes a little bit of wrestling. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You're going to mark.
He's pissed.
You're going to mark 3 fatigue.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is going to take a little bit. You don't have a lot of horses. You're using your innate prodigy.
Yeah, we've only got seahorses.
Yeah, yeah. Skim wings. You're using your innate prodigy ability to very quickly learn how to master the horse, but it is taking a lot of effort. So you are going to mark 3 fatigue.
All right, so I got 4 fatigue now.
But you are able to get away before anyone really knew what happened there. And are you returning this straight to Wong, or are you?
Yeah, we're going right back to Wongers.
Okay.
Slate is like, let's get to Wongers. Let's go. I'm like, I'm with you. Let's go.
All right. So you are able to ride this. You're able now. You're like, oh, I kind of like to ride horses. I should take this up as one of my prodigious skills. And Toonzo is kind of clinging on a little bit for dear life in the back, as is Slate. But you guys do manage to get away up ahead a little bit before anyone at the camp can notice you, because you were able to stop them before you got close enough to camp to realize like anything had happened. And you are able to pull off into a trail that goes through the forest and back up the hill, and you return to Wong.
Oh, hold on. Before
Yeah.
we
This
go
is
to
why
Wong.
I got on the horse. We got out.
Yeah. We could have ran, but it's fine. Ons. Listen.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna
Ons.
take a little coinage. What do you think about that?
LOL.
I look to Slate to see what Slate.
What
Just
does
thinking.
Slate think about that?
Yeah.
Slate.
I'm gonna take a coin. I think it's
Yeah,
fair.
so kind of just like Slate says, Toonzo, those are people that I am trying to live peacefully amongst. even
Yeah,
though
but one coin we could
I
have
don't
lost.
like
We
them.
could have lost the coin in the battle anyway. It fell off the wagon. I mean, it's a. I'm taking a
What
coin.
is Wonger's gonna say?
He's not gonna know because there's tons of coinage in here. They're not weighing it. He doesn't know. I'm taking it. Thoughts? Anybody?
Toonzo.
Yep.
Do you just want to be able to take the coin for yourself, or do you just want slightly more coinage than we're going to be getting from this mission?
I didn't hear that we were getting paid. So as of right now, I'm gonna take one coin as down payment. I think it would behoove you to do the same.
I think we could tell Wongers we each want one coin.
No. We're not telling Wongers anything. We are taking it and not saying a word.
Oh, he's a fucking firebender, isn't he?
I'm pretty torn between the two of them. I understand, Slate. I understand. This is your community. This is
No.
important
Slade
to
is
you
ready
and
to
your
take
people.
the coin as well.
Yeah, I just like feel shitty about it.
Yeah, but it's fine. But it's
Yeah.
okay. You'll feel shitty for like I've been through this many times. You'll feel shitty for like a second. It gets better the more times you do it. So we'll take the coinage. We'll each take a coin. Boom, boom, boom. No longers, no nothing. We're good. Take the coin. Be done. Mission over. Done.
I am openly calling out a friend's unworthy actions, though. In this,
That's
moment.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I did call you out. I'm marking it off my legacy of excellence chart.
That's fine. But you're
Boom!
still taking the coin then.
That's fine.
All right. Perfect. Now we go back to Wongers. Here's the coin.
Did Onda take a coin?
I take the coin, but when everyone turns around, I throw it back in the pile.
Oh, what a dick! And I slyly see it out of the corner of my eye. I knew he did it.
And I see that and I just say, look, I already get a bad rap when I tell people I come from pirates. Like I just can't. It's gonna be hard. I have no tribe out here, So, but I won't tell if anyone asks if we're missing a couple coins. I'm not gonna say anything. I got your back.
All right. What's up, Wongs?
So you ride up to Wong. You're all feeling different ways about what just transpired. But some of you have a little coin in your pocket, unbeknownst to Wong, who takes a peek in the back of the cart and sees that there's a very full bag there. Is gonna assume that everything is still there, and says, "Well, I could tell from up here that didn't go quite according to plan." But
Look, dude, it was our first mission. Relax.
I would like to finish before, that hot-headed nature of yours might prove trouble in the future, but we can work that out of you.
I send a little bit of water out, and I'm just trying to give Tuna like a little shoulder massage to calm him down, just to shut him up. There's just like little water hands on his.
Are you guiding and comforting?
I am
there, Chris. Okay, hang on. Guiding and comfort. When you try to honestly guide and comfort another person, roll with harmony. On a hit, they can either embrace and cliff to fatigue, and you may ask one question they must answer honestly, or they can shut you down and they inflict a condition on you, and you can shift their balance. On
Get
a
off me,
10,
dude.
on a
I don't know
10,
you yet.
hang on, he hasn't done anything. On a 10, if they they accept your guidance and comfort, and you can also shift their balance. That's how that's going to work.
Okay. So if he shuts me down, I can cause a negative effect to him as well, essentially. In a way.
In a way, yeah.
All right, I'm rolling for it. 7. That's not.
Plus,
I needed a 10, right?
To get
plus 0. I have a 0 on my harmony.
It hits, but they can
okay.
choose to embrace your guidance and comfort, or they can shut you down. Yeah.
I'm definitely shutting you down.
Okay. So what are you saying? What are you saying to him?
Look, man, I don't know you well enough. Oh, am I going or is he going?
You're saying it to him. Yeah. He's trying to massage his shoulders with like a little water hands.
Yeah. Get off, dude. I don't know you. I don't know you from Wong. So it's enough. Okay. Maybe one day we'll be friends, but right now I'm not good with friends. Okay. I don't like friends. Okay. I had a friend.
Okay.
I don't have any friends anymore. Okay. So good job getting the money. Congrats. You're fucking prodigy or something.
So okay, cool. So
Yeah.
this is okay. Yeah, go ahead.
hear
No,
you.
you
So I get he inflicts a condition on me, and I'm going to shift his balance in response, right?
Yes, you get a condition inflicted. So you pick from one of the conditions, and you decide kind of like how that makes you feel, right, based on those conditions. And then you shift his balance. His balance principles are the
Survival and
rogue
friendship.
is survival and friendship. So he's probably moving away from friendship, and So you're going to probably shift his balance away from friendship towards survival.
No, I'm gonna actually shift his balance towards friendship
Because he liked it a little?
because he kind of opened up to me, even though he had sort of an outward negative response. The fact that he told me that he doesn't have friends, and he doesn't know me yet, it sounds like he's open to friendship. And I think not taking this as a negative view and taking it as a positive view is going to make him more welcome to possible friendship in the future. So I'm going to actually shift his balance towards friendship.
Okay, all right. So it's tuna markdown +1.
I have
plus
it.
1 friendship.
I have it.
Just to be clear, I think the dots where it says center, that like you're not marking that. You're marking like the circles above because the dots where the center is. Okay, cool. Okay, and then what condition did he afflict upon you, Onda?
Well, I get to pick it, right?
Yeah, they inflict the condition on me. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you get to pick.
Which keep in mind is going to be affecting me in the future while we're all working together.
Troubled. There you go.
Right. I am certainly troubled by. I mean, I give legendary massages.
You're like, everyone in my hometown enjoys these. I don't know why you would.
It's something all the healers do.
So that means in the future you take -2 to pleading and relying on skills and training, but you can clear troubled by seeking guidance from a mentor or powerful figure.
Great.
So just keep that in mind. So Wong watches all this transpire and being like, oh my god, is this really what you can do? But he sees the promise and potential. They got the mission done quickly. They didn't go for the extra money, but they did get the main objective, which this mission, at the end of the day, if all we get is the main objective, it will still be considered a victory. And he says, he hops into the back. Actually, he tells you, he saw that you kind of struggled to get the horse, so he tells you to get in the back, get some rest. He's a great horse rider. He gets on the front. He's like, I'm going to ride us back to camp. We will.
Maybe you should have came and helped us.
Well, as you will soon learn, this mission
You can't walk.
cannot be connected back to the Flying Opera Company. They need outside help. And he says,
we're outside.
He said, you're outside. No one even knows where one of you even comes from. And he says, you might not be my first choices, but
Classic.
But I think we can make this work. We're gonna get back to camp. You guys get some rest. I'm gonna take this money back to the town, and by first light, we will set sail for the
Got
city.
nothing for you. Head back to camp. Good night.
In the morning, we will set sail for our ultimate destination, and you will learn about the actual mission.